On today's episode of Why Is This Axle Seal Pissing Fluid All Over My Garage Floor? Take a look at this, guys. We've got I believe this is a 6T45E GM transmission that somebody's already attempted to remedy an axle seal leak on. If you look real close, you can see that's a pretty new seal. Get you in there as close as I possibly can. Got a pry bar set up underneath the axle. To me, what this looks like is a worn out bushing in the case. I think the proper solution here would be to get some silicone out and pump silicone all around the edge and pack it in there. The trick is you want to let it dry for at least 15 minutes. If it doesn't work, scrape all the silicone out of there and try again and let it dry for 5 minutes. You got to get the right amount of dry time for that silicone to solidify to create a new seal. Or what you can do, go down to O'Reilly's and pick yourself up a can of axle seal stop leak. And in that product, you see right there, a little drip coming down. And in that product, axle seal stop leak actually contains ground up bushing dust. It's basically the leftovers from dead bushings that have failed over time. What they do is they grind it up and they extract the hopes and dreams out of the old bushings. And they recycle them, in a sense. And so if they take those hopes and dreams out, and you put that in a liquid form with a little bit of stop leak, so it helps swell the seals, and a little bit of hopes and dreams from the axle seal bushings, what'll happen is it'll re-solidify itself. It's kind of like if you were to cut off your finger, and you went to the doctor, and they gave you, cell treatments to regrow your fingers. The same basic idea. Obviously, I'm full of crap. What you need to do, if your axle seal bushing is worn out, is you need to replace your axle seal. Let's turn that the right way. So this company here, Superior Solutions, I bought this from a transmission supply company online. I think this set me back about $25. What's in this little kit is a new seal. If you look really closely in there, and a new bushing. So they give you a new seal, that's just a stock factory seal, then they give you just the case bushing that you need in order to stop the CV axle from wobbling around, which is ultimately what's causing the leak. Put a new seal in this case, and without checking the play of the bushing, you're kind of just wasting your time. This is not a long job to pull this, to pull this axle out and get to that seal. But if you call up the dealer, at least in my case, you're not going to be able to find just that bushing. From our best conclusion, they sell the bushing, but you got to buy it either in an entire kit of new bushings, as if you're rebuilding the entire transmission, or possibly in the case housing itself. If you were to buy that, it'd probably come with a new bushing pressed in. So what I'm going to attempt to do today is replace that bushing. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work. I know there's a special tool. I'm hoping that just your simple slide hammers and extractor slide hammer adapters will work to grab the inside lip of that bushing and just yank it out of there. But if I fight it and it becomes a problem, I might just break down and buy the tool. It's like $500. It's not really a tool that I'm going to use very often, so I don't want to put the money into it. But in order to stop the leaks from continuing, the proper fix is replacing that bushing. Okay, sorry about the noise in the background. Got the furnace running if you're hearing that, but I'm at the point where I got the new bushing pushed in, so that bushing's in place. It was kind of a pain in the butt. I had to use a Sawzall blade. I'm not going to put this all the way in there, but I had to use a Sawzall blade. Very carefully score a line in that bushing, and then use a pick to kind of fold it up in half. And here's what it looks like. There's a piece of it down here. piece of it here that came out, and then the other piece is right here. So kind of chewed that thing up just a little bit. Now it's time to put the new seal in, and after I put the new seal in, we'll double check the play, but everything should be good at this point. The new seal is in and the new bushing's in, so let's do a comparison for after. Put the pry bar back underneath the CV axle, and look at that. I'm pushing down equally as hard, if not harder. And that axle is now able to lift and move the entire transmission. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content from Shed House. Thank you. Have a great day.